So from there, you ended up landing a contract with Universal. Tell me how that happened. Usually, that's a fortuitous, serendipitous event when someone got their toe into a major studio. How did that work for you?
Well, what happened was I would find myself an agent, and they would send you out for a few things. If you didn't get the job, they would kind of lose interest. So then I got an agent that was really kind of believed in me a bit.
Sure.
And so he sent me out to Universal, and I guess I had an interview or something, and I talked with Sophie Rosenstein. She worked with all the people under contract,
right?
And she was a lovely woman, and she took an interest in me. So, so then when there was a movie called Bright Victory, and there was a leading role which was going to be played by Peggy Dow, and then there was another feminine role, and so I think it was Sophie who probably helped me come out for a reading. So I came out to read for that. It was to be directed by Mark Robeson, and Arthur Kennedy was the lead. It was a really good
Prestigious
picture.
film, yes.
And so I went back 3 times to read for it. 3 times.
Those readings, is that as nerve-wracking as it seems to be?
Well, it is in a way, but I was really pretty prepared because I had studied with Florence Enright. So when I've got to tell you, the first thing they asked me was, can you do a Southern accent?
And you spent all that time
and I said,
unlearning your Southern
accent. I think
accent.
I can. You know?
I love it.
So of course, because it was a Southern girl, and so I, of course, did the Southern accent probably better than anybody else because it was real.
Yes,
you know, so,
it wasn't effective.
So I got that role. And then they had an option for a contract from that picture, and they took up the option. And so then I was under contract to Universal, and oh, gee, all of a sudden I had a home base, and I got to know everybody in makeup and hair and wardrobe, and it was a home base for me. And then they would assign me a role. They would assign me a role in a movie. You know, what's my next assignment? It was great.
Well, I think back in those days, didn't the studios really take care of their contracted players, their contract stars? In other words, they taught you how to act. If you needed to learn how to ride a horse or to dance or to box, all of those types of things. So it was. Was it a nurturing environment, kind of a very collegial?
Very much so. Yeah. Bud Westmore in makeup became one of my great friends, and I knew everybody in wardrobe. And if I was going to a party or something to do with the thing, I could go up to wardrobe, and they'd fit me out in a lovely dress or some outfit.
Oh, isn't that nice?
You know, so that's great. You know, So it was a real home base, which was just, you know, so. You were friends with people on the lot, and that was really wonderful for me.